Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Off the play fake on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And off to Jones. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Slams ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. He'll try to tack on one more. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The expressway is wide open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Badger! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The give to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Wood. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Washington wants to go quickly. On fourth down, going to the air. The completion well past the sticks. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Lets it fly. Got his man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go to the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Touchdown, Washington.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. first down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the running back. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes down the right side. The 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On second down, he'll fire. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. The offense starts with a short field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Badgers are threatening in the red zone. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's complete. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
To the air on first down. Grabs it in the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun on third down. Using the quick game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Washington.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Defense not showing press coverage. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls. And most of the time, I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Moving away from pressure. He'll take another shot here. And that ball is picked off. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Wants to fire on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the catch at the 10. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That's a big-time completion. Now, guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Washington. They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
A run for the quarterback. Picks up the first down. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
He'll take it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Tackled immediately after the catch. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
Trying play action. He'll pull it down and run. Bring in the heat. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Motion from the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Badgers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
using his feet. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Badger!
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And off to Jones. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's the handoff. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jones. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Back to the ground with the running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. Snags it. Touchdown, Washington. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over the Coyotes. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. A first down for the offense. To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the tailback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It's one thing to execute early in the game. tight ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us.